Fox 411 catching up with actress Yvette Nicole Brown on everything from her career in dealing with online trolls to voting and what she jams out to in the shower. But first, we begin with why she teamed up with Colgate's Laugh Out Loud campaign.
When I heard about the Laugh Out Loud campaign and that their goal is to find a way to teach people that have diabetes teach them about the importance of oral health and dental care in a fun way, that made it a no-brainer for me.
And that brought us to who kept her laughing on set.
I would say Kevin Hart, who I worked with on The Big House, first show I ever did, broke up laughing from him all the time, and Donald Glover on Community. Donald has gone on to create the great show Atlanta, and he is uniquely talented in every creative endeavor I've ever seen him put his hands on. He even bakes.
Yvette can also teach a course in standing up to trolls on Twitter. Just check out her tweet on the art of the block. The beauty of the block is that it stops all forward troll momentum. You know they have more to furiously type, but nope, denied forever. So we asked her about standing up to bullies.
The first thing that I would say to everyone is don't be a bully. We all have the capacity to feel that we're more important than other people and to kind of lord our intellect or our whatever over someone. So the first step is to not be that person yourself. And I get a lot of people when I respond to trolls, I hear a lot of people always say, don't feed the trolls. And I disagree with that. Now, don't get into a Twitter war with a troll. But I do think it's important if someone has not been taught how to be a decent human being. If they missed that lesson from their mother or their teachers, it is your job when they meet you to let them know what is the proper way to carry yourself in polite society. So if you notice when I send a troll on their way, and I have no problem with sending them on their way, I try to send them on their way in kindness and in respect. And sarcasm is very helpful. So I try to adjust them as I gently point them towards the door.
And speaking of standing up for herself, she says voting is another big way to do that.
I think it's important to vote this November, first of all, because there are people in our history that died for the right. Women, people of color have fought for this right. Every single vote counts. You don't have to look that far in history to see how different presidential candidates got into office based on 537 votes. This matters. Our future matters. There is a shift away from kindness that is happening in the world. There's a shift away from decency that is happening in the world. There are things that have been talked about on the news that young people can no longer watch. If there's a kid that wants to know about the political process, there are things that have been said and done in this election season that the babies can no longer partake in, to ensure that this never happens again. And I pray that it never happens again, because whoever is our president needs to be held to a higher standard. I am going to vote. I am going to encourage everyone to vote, and I'm going to continue to tweet until my last breath about what I think the biggest danger is in this election.
And as Americans make their decision at the polls, we asked Yvette to make a tough Broadway decision.
First of all, you just named my 3 favorite musicals. First, it was The Lion King for the longest. Then Wicked came in and kicked The Lion King to the curb, and it was Wicked for about 10 years. There will never be anything that takes Hamilton's place. And wait for it, the beautiful song you just quoted is sung by my dear friend Leslie Odom Jr. It is my favorite song in the show. He is my favorite voice in the show, and that's saying a lot because there's so many amazing voices in Hamilton. Wait for it.
But we couldn't help it. The Broadway geeking out continued.
I would love to have the vocal pipes to be able to sing Defying Gravity. I can sing along, but as far as performing it, no. So Defying Gravity is the one that I would love to belt out, if I could. Circle of Life is just so life-affirming and it just makes you feel good. So that would be a fun one to sing in a group. And Wait For It is the one I currently sing in the shower. Because it's just, the lyrics are so great.
Be sure to catch the talented Yvette Nicole Brown on The Odd Couple on CBS. And to learn more about the potential association between oral health and diabetes, check out these websites. And for FoxNews.com, I'm Emily DeCiccio.